I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Chancey Boyce. Welcome to the 25th fully live broadcast of Lotus Leaf Live here remotely from our own homes, where we'll be broadcasting the news every Friday.
This week we'll be delivering several important school announcements and highlighting our CTE department.
Today is Friday, April 16th, 2021, and this is Lotus Leaf Live. It was broadcasted to students on Thursday, April 15th, that due to an increasing number of COVID-19 cases, MPS will be remote for at least the next 3 weeks. Because of this change, a new schedule will be put in place. The day will revert back to the original schedule that we had in the beginning of the year, with hours 1 through 3 meeting live on Monday and Wednesday. Oh, there's the schedule. And hours 4 through 6 meeting live Tuesday and Thursday. Sports will be on hold for the time being.
Even though we are holding off on sports for a while, our boys varsity basketball team finished its season strong by winning the district finals against Carlson, 53-33. Congratulations to our boys basketball team and coach Middleton for winning a district championship for MHS.
In national sports news, the Final Four UCAA basketball teams competed over break in the highly competitive March Madness basketball tournament. The University of Houston, Baylor, UCLA, and Gonzaga made it to the tournament, with Baylor and Gonzaga advancing to the final game of the season. Baylor finally defeated Gonzaga 86-70 in a game on Monday, April 5th.
Health and Occupation Service of America helps young students in high school compete and learn various skills in the health sector. MHS students will be attending the state conference on April 23rd. Good luck to all attending members.
The senior prom is set for Friday, May 14th at the Legacy by Arthur Hills Golf Club. Tickets, which include a buffet dinner, which includes some very good meals, I'll add, are $65 and currently available for purchase online only. See your TFT teacher to purchase your tickets. Only Monroe Public School district students are eligible to attend. This includes Monroe High School students, Orchard High School students, and Monroe virtual students. A Monroe Public School's student ID number is required for purchase. Seniors are allowed to bring dates from different grade levels within the district. If your date is not a senior, please include the name in the comment section of the ticket purchase. Face masks worn properly over your mouth and nose are required for the night except when eating. Guests will sign up for table assignments, 6 people per table upon arrival at prom. There will be a DJ, but the CDC and the state of Michigan do not currently allow for dance floors. 2 photo booths will be on site. Also, Miss Massengill and Miss Pruitt will be taking everyone's picture upon arrival and documenting the entire evening. Photos will be available online after the event for free. Giant-sized Jenga, Connect 4, Yahtzee, and Cornhole games will also be available to play in our activity tent, where you'll be finding me.
Having classes on Zoom has been a challenge for all of us. Our very own Trista Mann has talked to one of our MHS teachers, Miss Giuliotto, to find out her experience with Zoom. Check it out.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you. There you are.
Yeah, so it's really only just one question. It's just
Okay.
what do you think of like the differences between in-person and online learning? Like, do you think there are any benefits, or like what do you like better, what do you not like as much? Things like that.
Okay. Well, I think the difference between the in-person and the Zoom kind of remote learning, there's a huge difference. Of course, all subjects I'm sure are different, but for me teaching math, it is very hard with the remote when we're doing Zoom learning because most cameras are not on. And the biggest thing for I'm sure all of our teachers, is reading your facial expressions. So as of right now, when I just finished the Zoom teaching to my students and not one camera was on, I can't read facial expressions to really get that feeling and that feedback. Do they understand it or not? So that is very difficult. And I'm begging, and I beg for people to ask questions. Or to, at least in chat, tell me if you're confused or what's going on. And then I even have still, again, some students that don't respond to that. So it's very difficult for us teachers to get the feedback on if you are understanding the material that we are going over during that Zoom. definitely do not have that problem if we were in person. Because in person, again, I can see everybody. I can see that everybody's engaged. That's another thing with the Zoom meetings and cameras off. We have no idea, even to be honest, if you're still sitting at your computer or not. So that makes it very, very difficult for us to do any kind of teaching when, you know, our goal is to obviously make sure that you guys can understand the material, but it's just very difficult for the remote learning because of the Zooms and students just not feeling comfortable to have those cameras on is the biggest problem.
Yeah. So, is there anything you like better about like being on Zooms, like the different ways students can do work, things like that?
It does kind of make, I do definitely see where students are doing the homework on their time. Like when I see students are turning work in at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh, that wouldn't happen if we were in school. You'd be getting it done right in class. So I guess for the sake of some students, you have more of the freedom of getting the work done when you need to. However, but then we're running into the problem where some students are just not being disciplined enough with themselves and not getting any work done at all, because now we are not there to kind of nag at you a little bit to get the work done. But I think it's for the teacher wise, it's not any more benefit for me at all. I think it's more for you students, because like you said, getting the work done, you know, especially now because you can use Cami, you can just print out worksheets or do work. You have different ways of submitting your work too right now. But I think the benefit is more for the students, but not the teachers. Like the grading for us teachers, it takes me a lot longer to grade from a assignment being turned in through Google Classroom than if I actually had a piece of paper sitting in front of me. Big difference. Takes me a lot longer to do grading. So for me, my opinion is I have not found a benefit at all with the remote Zoom, except that honestly, I wear sweats every day and nobody knows it. I can be in my sweatpants. That's about the only thing that I can say that is a benefit for me as a teacher of the remote or being on Zoom. First.
Check back with us next week to hear some student perspectives.
Monroe Public Schools local health partners are launching a series of vaccination clinics to serve our high school students, and Monroe Public Schools is hosting the first one. The first is being held at Monroe Middle School tomorrow. Please see the MPS website for more details.
Monroe High's PPI would like to announce both challenges for this next week. The first challenge will be to listen to a song that makes you happy and to complete an act of kindness for someone. Report your results to the Google form that the teacher gave you, and the winners will be contacted in 2 weeks to receive a gift card.
One of the big things that separates Monroe Public Schools from other school districts is its career and technical education program, which instills students with the skills to do real jobs when they enter the real world. A few weeks before spring break, I visited one of the best examples of Monroe Public Schools' CTE program, the site where real students at Monroe High are constructing a real house. Here's what I found.
Did you put a lag in that stringer? Remember we were going to put a lag in those two?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
We'll tighten it up?
Both of them, yeah.
The bus comes and gets us at the high school, and they bring us to this remote site where we actually build a real house that will be sold to the public when we're all done with it. They come out here like in September, it'll just be the foundation. So like when you walk up, it'll be just the foundation sticking out of the ground. So students here will start with putting the floor system down, doing the walls. They do the roof structure. They'll even do the shingles. We're working on siding right now.
I've always loved doing hands-on work. And in middle school, when I saw the opportunity to be able to go to a class where I can build things, weld things, work on whatever, I wanted to immediately go to the class. It was the first class I put down for my choice. And I do not regret doing that because it's the best thing that's the best choice I've ever made in my life. We are able to, for construction, go to a site and build houses for actual people. And that, honestly, when I first heard about that, my mind was blown, and I am happy with my school choice.
After unarmed 20-year-old Dante Wright was fatally shot and killed during a traffic stop, a series of protests and riots emerged in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, where Dante Wright lived. The police officer, who officials say meant to reach for her taser but accidentally grabbed her gun, has been arrested and charged with manslaughter.
2 months before his 100th birthday, Prince Philip, a member of the royal family in the United Kingdom, passed away. In a statement, the royal palace said it is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen has announced the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. That's all we have for you today. Remember, you're not alone. Try to remain positive and stay informed. Join us next week when we air a PSA about vaccinations.
We will continue to keep our social media website updated during these fast-changing times. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Lotus Leaf Live. You can read the full stories and more on our website, lotusleaflive.com. I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Chancey Boyce. We hope everyone is staying safe, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.